o'clock. Quorum. Jody will say the prayer.
Dear Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for everything you have given us. Please be with our students and staff as they start the new year. Please be with us to give us the wisdom to make the best decisions for the district. It's your name I pray. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Okay. No open forum.
Just a second.
Okay.
A computer issue. Just trying to refresh it. Huh. Well, looks like you get to bow out of it again. Okay, never mind. I'll do it again.
I think she's pretty savvy at it. That's what I think. Okay. Nobody knows?
No.
Okay. New business, under new business, does anybody have anything on the consent agenda? Okay, do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I move to approve the consent agenda.
Have a motion by Mike, do I have a second? Second. Second by Logan. All in favor? All in favor, none opposed, motion carries. Right. Discuss possible action on the adult meal prices for 24-25.
Oh, no, I didn't submit it this year, so I don't have anything on that.
Well, we put adult meal, I put adult meal, does it matter if the students are,
Technically. I would still just make a motion. Nobody's.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the meal price will be $3.35 for elementary, $3.60 for junior high and high school. Their breakfast won't raise, Region 16, so we didn't have to raise that. And the adult meal prices will go up as well to $4.60 for lunch and $3.10 for breakfast.
Any questions? Okay. A motion?
I move to approve the 2024-2025 meal prices.
Have a motion by Chad, do I have a second? Second. Second by Mike. All in favor? All in favor? None opposed, motion carries. All right. Proposed 24-25 budget tax rate.
We'll skip
Oh,
one.
I'll skip
I was gonna say,
Consider possible action on approving Shivert Megger and Associates LLP as architects for the 24 bond projects. Mr. Nine.
this is the contract with the architect for all the bond projects. They finished their negotiations, and so we would recommend approving it.
Okay.
And obviously, the text is from the lawyer again.
Any questions about it? No? Okay, do I have a motion?
I move that the board approve the agreement with Shivert Meggett and Associates LLP as the architect for the 2024 bond projects, including projects at the elementary school, junior high school, and high school, and other projects. The superintendent is authorized to further negotiate and execute the final agreement.
Have a motion by Doug, do I have a second? Second by Chad, all in favor? All in favor, none opposed, motion carries. All right. Now, let's move on to the proposed budget and tax rate for 24-25.
On that workbook, I handed it out at our workshop. The only thing that's changed is I've gone ahead and added the Champs demolition, the part that we're going to take out of the fund balance. It is, so I put 486,000 for demolishing Champs in here. However, I was able to negotiate them down 20,000 on the management fee. So it's gonna be 466 when we approve it in, at the meeting at the end of this month. I'll take that 20,000 back out. So, they were willing to come down at least some. That puts them more in line with percentages of what we've paid in the past as a management fee, so I was happy to see that. Other notable expenditures, should pull it up where I can actually read the text. Other notable expenditures, I'm trying to scroll. There we go. Scroll. Not like me. Okay, there we go. We have 130,000 in there for a route bus. We have 20,000 in there for CTE travel. That's specifically, we're gonna give that to BTA. We make I don't know that it 100% matches the criteria, but we can make a really strong argument that it is career tech oriented. So we're just gonna do it until somebody tells us not. 80,000 additional supplies for CTE. That's we're getting more CTE money. Just like we had to do that budget amendment for this year to spend more money. We're gonna have to spend more money next year. We will try to not spend that money until we've had a few months to make sure that our CTE hours are up this year like they were last year. And then we have 65,000 in there to replace Windows 10 machines. And then going forward, that 65,000 is gonna be there to replace Chromebooks because we need to start replacing them. Not this year, but the next year, just so that we don't ever have where we have to replace all the Chromebooks in 1 year. So we'll replace a segment of them each year. So, and then the total budget is, should have hooked the mouse up with my machine. Oh yeah, let me spill the mouse. I watch my machine will stop working now too. Yay, scroll bar. Okay. So the total revenue we anticipate will be a 9.2% increase over the preceding year, but that is no, the value was a 9.2% increase over the preceding year. So our values did go up significantly. I don't think they went up enough. I still think we're going to get assigned state values because I think like the house out at the lake that was $750,000 got bought in 3 days or 1 day or whatever it was. I mean, value prices here just are crazy, and so the state's going to want us to go up more. So I suspect that the state's going to want that to be even higher. The tax rate, on maintenance and operation, the 0.7478 is what TEA calculates what our maximum tax rate can be. We do have 11.89, and I don't remember how we got to 11.89, but we have 11.89 of the golden and copper pennies. So that's what gets us up to that. We put in 0.4649 as the INS rate because that's what they're estimating we're going to need. We won't know until we actually have the bond sales. So that figure could drop a little bit on the 28th when we actually adopt it. The way it works in your notice, whatever you put in the notice is as high as you can go, but you can always go lower. So if something happens and the bonds actually sold really well and we actually didn't need quite as much, then our financial advisors would be able to tell us exactly what we can do lower than that. If we actually needed it a little bit higher, we do have a little bit of fund balance in INS, so if we were a little short, we have something to cover that. In the revenue, we expect a 1% increase. That does not, this is just GO, so that's not have anything to do with bond or anything like that. So we expect just a slight increase in revenue just because our property values went up and the formula funding, actually the property values really won't give us that much. It gives us some on our golden pennies, but not a ton. Mostly it's just because the formula had an increase every year, a small increase. And then our expenditures, we have a 1.2% decrease, but remember we had all the track and the roofing last year's, and then this year's, the only reason we don't have that, like when I gave it to you last week, it had a 9% decrease, but since we put Champs back in there, that offset a lot of the decrease. So, any questions on the proposed budget? Or tax rate?
None? Okay, do I have a motion?
There's not really anything to approve
No,
on
we don't
this.
approve it. We gotta wait till next time, right?
We gotta wait till next
Never
time,
mind.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Discuss possible action on student code of conduct.
All right, this is the student code of conduct. It's like the model student handbook. TASB sends us a model, and then we just add our local stuff to it. So it's there wasn't an update for this year, so we changed the to the current year, and so that's basically all the changes that were made.
Okay. Anybody have any questions for Stacy? No? Okay, do I have a motion to approve it?
I move to approve the student code of conduct.
Motion by Doug, do I have a second? Second. Second by Logan, all in favor? All in favor, none opposed, motion carries. All right. Mrs. Searles is not here. Mrs. Kirksey, do you have anything? No? All right. Mr. Hine?
So we have our quarterly investment reports. We keep forgetting to give it in July because, I don't know, we just don't think about July. I guess we always try to hope that we can skip that month. But so, if you'll see, we had an average interest rate of 5.3087, gave us $43,000 in the general fund for our investments for this quarter. So it sure is nice to see that large number, you know, compared to the 1,000 that we had a year or two ago. I did do a little bit of research last night, read some stuff on Forbes about where the rates are going. You know, the Fed met, I think it was last week, and they decided because inflation is still at 4% that they weren't going to drop the interest rate, but they keep saying they're going to do it 3 times this year, but this year is starting to run out. So Forbes says that they predict that they won't actually drop the interest rates this year, that inflation is going to stay high enough, long enough, that we're just going to stay right around the same interest rates for the rest of this year. So it would take something pretty big, a nice little recession to come along before I think interest rates would drop. So for the foreseeable future, I think we're going to still get a pretty good return on our investment. We're up to, out in our Techstar account, we're up to $3,333,000 in there. So we've grown it quite a bit over in the past year or so. That's really all I had about it. Any questions on the quarterly investment report?
On the workers' comp, just remind me, was there a cap or was there a certain amount we had to have in there or no?
It's just our piggy bank that if we ever run out of money, that we can go move that to the general operating, and it's like our last ditch reserve. It's just not in general operating, so it's not as easy to get to.
Okay.
Someday we'll move it over to general operating. We just haven't ever had a reason to.
All right, Mr. Garrison?
All right, well, football, volleyball, band, cross-country got underway this week. Teachers start back tomorrow. We have a work day. On Thursday and Friday, we have new employee orientation. On Friday, we had sub-training this morning. We have our welcome back breakfast on August 12th at 8 o'clock. If any of y'all would like to come to that, you're welcome to join us. It's in the junior high cafeteria. Education Credit Union.
What day was that?
That's on Monday. Is going to buy us breakfast that day. They're doing the Fresh Ideas from the college is going to provide us a buffet that morning, so we're appreciative of the Education Credit Union for doing that for us. And then, to meet the new staff, after talking to Coach Sleeve, we really couldn't find a good time, and so we thought, maybe, September 6th before our first home football game. We've done that before. I don't know that all the coaches were gonna be here. I did discuss maybe bringing them into a board meeting after practice one day, so plan on September 6th, and we'll have a meal for our new staff. And so, I'm excited about the new year. I think we've got some good people in place, so we're ready to get going.
Okay. We have a meeting on the 28th. Huh?
The 27th or 28th?
28th?
28,
Huh?
28, yeah.
And then, do we need to have it anytime soon after that, Richard, or can we go ahead and wait a couple weeks?
As far as I know, we can wait a couple weeks until somebody tells me, no, we gotta have a meeting next week.
Okay, so y'all wanna do it on the 11th? September? Yes. I figure everybody'd be doing football, volleyball. All right, does anybody have any other questions about anything? No? Okay, I'm making a motion to adjourn at 6:16. Have a second?
Second.
By Doug, all in favor? All in favor, motion carries.